are listening to a very, very special edition of Playbill Presents the Broadway Cast. Of course, you know that one of the things that we love so much about what we do here at the Broadway Cast is connecting with theater fans all over the world. And sometimes, as it turns out, theater fans can come in very glamorous packages. And it's coming to us in a very glamorous package today in the form of the one and only Miss Landry Bender.
Hi.
Hi, Landry. You, of course, know Landry from her role as Cleo Bernstein in Crash and Bernstein on Disney XD, and, of course, as Sid in Best Friends Forever on Disney, and Season 3 of Fuller House.
Yay.
Congratulations, Landry.
Thank you so much. I'm super excited about that. Yeah.
That's huge. That's massive. And we were talking about it just a moment ago, and we're going to dive into the theater geekdom of it all. But yes. I do want to ask you, because you brought it up, that you do record, which happens less and less, in front of a live audience at Fuller House, which gives it a very theatrical feel. What is the experience of having a live audience there while you're taping?
Yeah, it's very rare nowadays to do that. Sometimes
is.
It'll be like multicam shows, but they just don't have a live audience. It was my first time doing it, and it's very cool. It brings me back to the theaters days when I was younger. And every Friday the live audience comes in. It's huge. They're so passionate about the show because it's been around for such a long time.
Oh, it's iconic.
Yeah,
you don't remember when it first came out, Landry, but I do.
I've seen reruns, but that's about it. No, it's really, really cool, and they're all so passionate about it, and they're seeing these people that they've grown up with right in front of their eyes and seeing the show before it airs. So it really is such a live, natural, amazing feel to it. So yeah, it's great.
Do you find that the audience reaction affects your performance or fuels your performance in some way?
Yeah, we rehearse for 3 days before we actually shoot in front of the audience. And so I really feel like I do so much better on live audience days than I do the entire week, because it's just, just like theater. It's that natural thing that you sort of come upon with the audience there.
Yeah, and I think audiences don't always realize how much a part of the experience they are. There's such a give and take in that energy.
With a bad audience, it can be like a terrible show. Like they really do affect it so much. Yeah.
And do you get a big, when you're recording without an audience in other sitcom work that you've done, is it easier to trust that you'll get a laugh when you hear that audience immediate response? Or
sometimes I feel like they will laugh at like a lot of things, just because, if you don't have an audience there, it's just like the producers and the writers who wrote it. So they're just like, yeah, it was funny. I wrote that, like, yay. But
right.
If the audience is there, they're hearing it for the first time. And so it's so real and natural and right there.
Yeah. And it's a thrilling feeling, that give and take.
I love
it. Let's geek out together here, because you are a self-professed theater fanatic, theater nerd, and I am too.
Great. Perfect.
So one of the things we like to do here at the Broadway Cast is have a little bit of fun.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a little bit of a challenge if you're up for it.
Okay.
Can you handle it, Landry?
Maybe.
It's going to be very simple.
Okay.
We're going to put 20 seconds on the big Broadway Cast clock.
Okay.
There's no real clock.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm going to ask for you to name for me, in that 20 seconds, as many musicals as you can in those 20 seconds.
Do they have to be on right now, or is
They sure don't.
in general?
They sure don't.
Got it.
Yep, and you could even use the playbills on the table as reference points
Okay.
if you want to up your score.
All right.
But once again, the points mean nothing, or for the first time. Here we go. Ready, set, and go.
Wicked, Hamilton, Dear Evan Hansen, The Lion King, Annie, Come From Away, Hello Dolly, Waitress, Curious Incident of the Dog in the Night. That's not a musical, that's a play.
But
it's a
impressed.
bonus. I'm putting that in there.
Way impressed.
Phantom of the Opera, other ones.
Perfect.
Clock's out.
That
doesn't exist.
The clock that doesn't exist. Maybe the time
I
was run
probably
out.
could have done more, but it's okay.
I was super impressed.
All
I love that
right.
you threw in the Curious Incident of the Dog.
It's not a musical, though. It's a play.
But that was amazing. That
Thanks.
just makes me know that you really know your theater.
That's an amazing play. It's really good.
I never got to see that.
Oh, it's incredible.
And I feel some sort of like Broadway shame about it deep down.
I saw it here, and then I saw it came to LA, and I saw it there too with my grandma, and we were just like, it's incredible.
So being in LA, do you get a chance to go out and see a lot of what comes through and what's happening theatrically there?
Yeah, the Pantages is great, and then the Amundsen downtown. So I definitely do get around there. They all come around there, and it's great. I mean, there's nothing like Broadway, obviously, but
Sure.
but it is. It's like the second best thing. Yeah, for sure.
So let's start at the very beginning here.
It's a very good place to start.
That's what I've been told.
Yep.
Can you remember, Landry, when you first kind of fell in love with theater? Do you remember sitting in an audience and going, oh, that?
Yeah, I was 4 years old. And I was 4, little baby.
Yeah.
I lived in Arizona at the time.
Okay.
And my mom took me to Annie. It was touring around the country. And it was just one of those things, like, mother-daughter date, like a cute thing to do.
Yeah.
And I was like so in awe, and she was just very confused because it's not like, oh, those little girls are tap dancing. It's like really cute. It was like these like wings at the side of the stage. I can see them getting ready, and the orchestra. She's like, "What are you talking about? You're 4." And so
at 4 years old to be looking for those details and care about other parts of rather than the redhead girl in the middle singing.
Right. And so that was sort of my first thing, and then I bugged her for like a month about wanting to do some sort of theater like that. And so in my hometown, my community theater, Desert Stages Theater, is incredible.
Shout out
to you guys.
Yeah,
I was actually
that.
just there. They revamped it, and I went back and like did a Q&A and stuff. It
Did
was
you
really,
really?
really cool.
Are they so proud of you? They've
Yeah,
got to be.
and it's so cool. They're all like growing up there just like I did, and it was just amazing to be back. So that was cool. Shout out to you guys. Hi.
Yeah, I love that.
So I was there for like 4 years, and I like really found my love for performing, and then from there I went to TV and film. And
Can you tell me what were the roles you did?
oh
there?
my gosh, I was Molly and Annie.
You gotta be.
I had little Molly, the youngest little one.
Yeah. Is she the oh my goodness?
She's the one that goes, clean up till this dump shines like the top of the Chrysler building.
Yep.
And I was like on another girl's shoulder, like screaming. It was great.
And everybody goes wild.
Yeah.
Everybody loves Molly.
That's my favorite. And then I was Gretel in The Sound of Music.
Of course.
The
naturally.
youngest one again.
Of course.
Yeah, because I'm small.
Yeah, I've got to keep reminding myself that you were 5 and 6 years old
I was
when this was
very
happening.
little, yeah. So that was probably my favorite, just because I was like a very big fan of the musical, then the movie and everything. So that was cool. What else? I was in The Music Man. I was in Peter Pan. I did it all. I did Alice in Wonderland. I did it all. Yeah.
These are absolutely the roles that you should be playing.
It's great. Yeah. Community theater is my favorite. It's the best.
We often say to our Broadway stars that we talk to that it really never is as fun as community theater. When
I get
everyone's
that.
just doing it to have a good time.
Yeah.
I did a lot of community theater. When I was in community theater, I got to play a hoedown dancing golem.
No.
At one point, yeah.
What show was that?
That would be in Hobbit the musical.
Oh, lovely.
I had to wear a silver unitard for that one.
Classic community
Followed
theater.
shortly thereafter by my performance in a children's musical called Children of the Universe.
Oh.
Not to be confused with Children of Eden, where I got to wear another unitard.
Wow.
In Utah.
You had a whole collection.
I had a whole collection
that's
of
great.
unitards, and I had a tinsel headband and a sequin belt.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and
Great.
that's so I think maybe yours was a little bit cooler. And
I had unicorns too, but I was like 7, so it was more. Yeah.
So okay,
That's great.
you recently had a near miss because you said that Hamilton is one of your favorite shows of all time, and Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah. I wake up every morning thinking about Hamilton. Like, my
You
parents
do?
hate me. It's like my favorite thing in the world.
Do you wake up singing it?
Yep.
What's your favorite song?
All of it. It changes every day.
There's so much to choose from.
There's 46 songs. It's a long musical. It's like,
And it's all music, which is exciting.
which is great.
Absolutely.
I love My Shot. It took him a year to write that, which is crazy.
That's insane, isn't it?
It took him a year to write that song. He's like, this is the basis of the musical. It took him a year.
Yeah.
Right now I'm reading the autobiography of Hamilton.
Oh, yeah.
Just, I don't know why. Like,
Listen, if only Alexander Hamilton was alive to enjoy all of his new massive success.
I coaxed my teacher into letting me. I was supposed to do a project. Sorry, I'm getting off track.
I'm so into
I
it.
was supposed
Let's
to do
talk.
a project on a president, and I literally negotiated with my teacher to let me do it on Hamilton.
You're like, he is the president of Broadway?
I'm like, thank you. Yeah. And my friend, he was so pissed at me. He's like, Landry, he goes, I have to study this entire president, and like, you have to, like, you just know all of it. I'm like, it's not my fault. I love it.
Lynn did it for me.
Lynn, it's all Lynn.
It's amazing, though, because you do learn things from it, from an angle of a person that they mentioned in the show was a founding father who some people forgot.
Yeah.
You know?
It's such a genius show.
Yeah.
Jeez.
How many times have you seen it?
Only once.
You've only seen it once? Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the only other people who've seen it more than once are Beyonce and Barack Obama,
Right, that's-
probably.
Yeah. Which, go you guys.
Go you guys.
Yeah.
We'll catch up at some point.
Yeah.
I've seen it once as well.
If I had $1 billion, I'd see it every day of my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're well on your way. Since you are such a big Hamilton fan, this is what we do here at the Broadway Cast. We make dreams come true. We're going to make your Hamilton dreams come true.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to spring one on you. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm just going to shout out a number, and you're going to go for it.
Okay.
Do you accept this challenge?
I accept.
Okay, here we go. We're going to go for Guns and Chips.
Let's do it.
Ready? And 5, 6, 7. And Lafayette.
I'm taking this horse by the reins, making red coat sweater with blood stains.
Lafayette.
And I'm never gonna stop until I make them drop and burn them up and scatter their remains.
Lafayette.
Watch me engaging. I'm escaping. I'm enraging them. I'm out.
Lafayette.
I go to France for more guns. I come back with more guns and ships.
And so the balance shifts.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts. We can end this war in Yorktown, cut them off at sea. But for this to succeed, there's someone else we need. I know.
That was
messed
amazing.
up in the middle there, but
No, you
anyways.
didn't. Ooh, do the I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine.
Let's do it.
Yeah,
Okay.
do you want to do that? We're gonna do now. We're switching into the Schuyler Sisters because we're really hitting our stride. Landry, I'm a trust fund baby. You can trust me.
I've been reading Common Sense by Thomas Paine. Some men say that I'm intense or I'm insane. You want a revolution, I want a revelation. So listen to my declaration. We hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal. But when I meet Thomas Jefferson, I'ma compel him to include women in the sequel.
Work! Oh!
That was so good!
I have never felt more alive.
Oh my gosh, you're a
than
great
this
bird.
moment.
You're a great bird.
Was I a good bird?
Yes, you were a great
dear
bird.
Lord.
Oh,
I've
that
never
was
felt so
perfect.
hip. Okay, tell me the Lynn story. I need to know the Lynn story,
okay,
Landry.
so I have a family friend that works at James Corden.
Okay.
The Late Late Show.
My
Great
idol.
show. My idol and everything.
Forget it, yeah.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, so I went there with my best friend because he was telling me, he's like, Landry, Lynn is going to be on the show. He's like, not many people know this, but like let's get you to
That's making
come to
me
the show.
tremble
Green
and shake.
Room, like, and it was right after my birthday. I'm like, oh my God, this is going to be like the best birthday present ever. I love you. Great. Whatever. Right? I get there. Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
What's the thing, Landry?
Here's the thing. I
Okay.
get there, these three, like, not to be rude, they're like cute little girls, but they're like these three like 10-year-old girls. They knock on his dressing room door. They go in there for 30 minutes, screaming their heads off, cheering like it's Justin Bieber, like, oh my God. And like, I'm not even excluding them. Like, Hamilton's great. Everyone should love Hamilton. I think that's amazing. But I'm just like, I can't follow that. Like, I not to put myself in it. I just like, I wanted to talk to him about like the genius he is and not just be like,
And run around a circle and shake pom-poms.
So I'm like, I'd rather just meet him a different way. So I just decided not to. And I stood next to his dad, and that was close enough. So.
Do you know what? I get that, though.
You understand.
I do understand
and
that.
I'm so close to their age. They were like 11 or 12, and I'm 17. So it's like, I'd be put in that category. I don't want to scream my head off. I just wanted to talk to him like
an artist to artist
Yeah.
kind of thing. And guess what? You're going to have the opportunity to.
Yeah. So I decided not to, but I saw his dad.
Okay. What was his dad like?
He was cool. He's just kind of sitting there like with headphones. He's like, what's up? Like,
Did he say that to you? Did he say, what's up?
He was just like, hello. I'm like, oh, you're
Oh,
cool.
okay.
You birthed a genius. Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations.
You know? Yeah.
And thereby are a genius yourself.
Yep.
So, well, I like this, though. I like that you had the wherewithal and the composure to say, no.
I couldn't do it.
In theater, so often, it's all about timing. And timing is, when the timing is right, it will happen.
You know what I did, though?
Tell me what you did.
We were leaving. I took his parking spot paper that had his name on it. I did. It said Lindenwell Miranda parking, and I took
Did you have
the
to
sign.
like snatch it real quick and fold it up and
Yep.
like?
I have it.
You do?
Yeah, I own it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's great though because
I
when
don't
you
fangirl by anyone, by the way, but he's like my one person.
But here's what's going to happen when you do sit down on the couch at James Corden with him, which will happen. I'm putting it out into the universe. You can pull that out, and you've got
Be
that
like, here
moment.
you go. I'm returning this to you.
And his mind will go. Poof.
Yeah. It's going to be beautiful.
So you've got this incredible TV and film career going on, and it's so exciting. And you're so engaging and lovely, and I think that we should be best friends.
Can we? Let's do
Yeah,
it.
I would like that very much.
Perfect.
So as a big theater fan, what would be your dream role in the theater? If you could play any part.
Gosh. I mean, going back to The Sound of Music, to play Maria would be incredible.
Yeah?
I don't know if they'd ever bring that back to theater, but...
Oh, they bring it back.
Do you think they're going to bring it back to Broadway?
They will at some point.
When I'm like 25?
I'm certain of it. You could probably just put it out there in the universe that you want that to happen.
Hi, universe. What's
At 25. So
How's it going?
Broadway gods, you've got 7 years to prep this. And Landry's, so clear your schedule 7 years from now.
It's clear.
25.
Yep.
And she's coming in. She's going to play Marie in The Sound of Music.
You know what another one is? If that one's like, no, Landry, that's not happening.
Okay.
La La Land the musical, I heard that's happening.
Oh.
I don't know if I will be the right age for it, but I love La La Land with all my heart and soul, and I would love to play Mia.
Were you so excited when Emma Stone won that? Wait, what happened? They won the Oscar.
She
but then
won
they
the Oscar.
But then they
for
announced
Best
it for
Actress.
winning the Oscar, and then they were wrong. What happened that night?
She won the Oscar for Best Actress.
Right.
Casey Affleck won Best Actor, even though it would have been great moment if Ryan and Emma both won. But he deserves it. He had a good performance. Whatever. Anyways, not bitter or anything.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Sorry. So off track. And then they won Best Picture. And then they took it away and gave it to Moonlight.
That's what happened, right? I remember watching that. Being
I
like,
felt so bad for everyone involved in that. That was so sad.
I was so confusing, but they were so very, very gracious about it.
Yeah, everyone handled it very well, but it was like really awkward.
Okay, so we have Sound of Music and La La Land the musical are the things going to happen for you.
I mean, obviously Hamilton too, like Eliza, Angelica, or Peggy. I'll do any of them.
Do you know what? You're giving me just a little bit of a little Philippa Sue. Do you ever get that?
No, I have never gotten that before, but I love her. I adore her.
Do you see that, people?
Thank you, guys.
She's helpless.
Oh my gosh. I love it all.
Do you ever get to interact with your fans, theater people as well? Do you make sure that they know that's a passion of yours?
Yeah, and I forget how much I put it out there, but like I'll see my friends and they're like I'll go to like a birthday party and they'll like be playing music over the Bluetooth. I'm like, Hamilton. They're like, no, you listen to it too much. And like they know.
There is no such thing as too much.
People in LA don't get it. Okay, that's my thing. Like you guys get it.
Would you ever want to move to New York at some point?
Yeah, I'd love that.
Yeah.
And yeah, I lived here actually for 4 months when I was 10, and I shot a movie here.
Oh, great.
Called The Sitter. So I worked on that, and then so every time I come back, like those memories come back.
Sure.
So I'd love to do that again because it's such a beautiful city, and especially when you're like living here for like work and doing that kind of a thing, it's so fun.
The energy is just palpable. Even walking, it's so fun to even walk to the studio because you walk through Times Square or around the area.
It never goes away. Like it's every time I come here, I love it. The smells, like people think that's weird, but like the smells of New York.
The
like,
sensory
even
experience.
The sewer, I'm not even kidding you. I know that sounds disgusting, but I love the smell of it.
Yeah, the sensory experience of being in Times Square is huge.
Beautiful.
What happens coming up? I mean, I know that in 7 years, Sound of Music and La La Land are going to happen.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, what's coming up after Fuller House?
Let's see. So that's coming out this month. And then I do an animated show that's a spin-off of The Lion King. It's called The Lion Guard.
Oh, how fun.
And I play a little monkey, and it's very cute. It's on Disney Junior.
That's the cutest thing I've ever heard. I play a little monkey.
I do, and it's like a really high-pitched voice. It's adorable. And then I'm doing a film later this year. It's called Zach's Lie, so that's very fun too.
Good gravy. You're a busy young lady.
Hey, thanks. And then I have school too, but that's like, school.
It's a thing. How do you do it? Do you do it online or do you?
Independent study. So I'm in a program that like a lot of actors do. A lot of like Olympic gymnasts do the program. Like they work really well with schedules. And then they come to set and take all my work and I do tests and it's all the same curriculum. It's just like different way of doing it.
You're amazing, and I'm so happy that I got to meet a fellow theater geek.
I'm so happy too. This has been so fun. I've never done an interview like this where it's like all Broadway
about
and theater.
Broadway.
I love it.
Yeah, well, that's how we roll.
I love it.
Well, keep spreading the good word and getting your fans to be fans of the theater.
I will.
That makes you an incredible ambassador for the theater.
Oh,
when you talk about how much you love it to young people who are such big fans of yours.
Thank you. It's been I love it so much. So like you said, I love to just talk about it.
Well, I love you too.
Oh, I love you.
Put it there.
This has been so fun.
Thanks so much, Landry and Ben.
Thank you.
Yay! That's so fun.